So I've seen a bunch of For Honor channels claim they've got the best guides and the best tips, but honestly, every time I click on one, it feels like I'm being shoved back into kindergarten, learning my ABCs from a teacher who's clearly underpaid and just wants to go out back and smoke a cigarette. Now don't get me wrong, I'm glad people are still making content for this game, but if you're gonna slap the word guide on your video, maybe give me something more than just the bare bones moveset, especially against a bot that just stares at me like they're trying to work up the courage to ask me to prom. Like, where is the gameplay? Where are the actual examples? Like, holy shit, it feels like I just got sold a knockoff product that I could have made myself with just 2 minutes and a dummy. Oh shit, sorry, wrong one. Much better. All this frustration comes from love though. I've been playing this game for years and I want to see it treated with the gosh damn depth it deserves, which is why I'm stepping in. This is the start of a whole series of guides that'll actually teach you the real stuff you need to know for every hero. So yeah, welcome to the actual best For Honor guide series you'll find, and we're starting with my personal favorite, Nobushi. Now your movement is definitely key here, and your hidden stance and your kick are like your bread and butter. And if you didn't know this already, you don't have to finish all 3 of your lights in order to throw a kick. So canceling a heavy attack into Viper's Retreat is something I find works really well sometimes. It doesn't work here, but you'll see how it plays into other moves later. And I want you to notice here that if you dodge and light attack at just the right moment, you can cancel a guard break. And then look right here. We're canceling this heavy into Viper's Retreat and it lands. And if I would have just dodged left, I would have gotten away from that heavy. So this is one of my personal favorites. Look how far he is away from me. And he can't see my guard right now, but I have a top heavy loaded up and this only works with the top heavy. Not only did we close that gap very quickly, but if our timing was just a little better, it would have landed. But also, look, he's got bleed applied and he blocked it, but we still did 7 damage, which, you know, that shit adds up. Now, although it didn't work here, I just wanted to sprinkle in that you can spam your kick on somebody against a wall, because sometimes they'll expect you to throw that heavy, but if you just don't, they'll just eat it. Again, the side light to avoid the guard break is good, but don't take advantage of it because people will start using that and baiting you and then just parry your light, so keep that in mind. So I want you to watch this next clip at full speed and pay attention to the moves I'm using and how I switch it up just a little bit. And real quick, if you didn't know, that move is just a side heavy instead of a side light, but it comes from the opposite direction, so it's good to switch up and it kind of messes with people's head.
Victory!
Okay, so this next one is if someone's got a strong defense, you just need to mix it up and play mind games with your kick and your heavy. So I could have parried that heavy, but I want you guys to start getting in this habit. There's 3 reasons I didn't. 1 is that he wasn't applying that much pressure, and 2, it was not an unblockable. And 3, I wasn't 100% sure he was going to let it fly. And the risk is that he could have just canceled that heavy and thrown a guard break, and then he would have got a free heavy, and it's just not worth the risk. So this is a little harder to pull off, but just like you can avoid somebody's guard break by doing a side dodge and a light, if you miss your kick and just throw a light attack right after it, at the right moment, you can counter their counter just like that, which is crazy. So this is an OG tip you could use for any hero, but you can delay when you throw your attack. So on the left, I'm going to throw my heavy as fast as I can, but on the right, you can see I still haven't thrown it yet, and I've waited. And what that does is it kind of throws people off because they're like, oh, the move set's over, but really you're just delaying it. So, you know, keep that in mind and use that when you want it. It works really well sometimes. Now there you saw me spam my light like a couple times. He even parried one. So instead of throwing a light starter, what I'm going to do is just throw a heavy because he's probably going to expect a light and try to parry it.
You captured Zone A.
And if you've been paying attention, he's been dodging around dancing like a monkey every time I throw my kick. So what am I going to do this time? So here it is, this is my favorite move. I got my top heavy loaded up, and he's got bleed applied, so it's going to do extra damage. See what I mean? I just love it. So with group fights, everything's still kind of the same, but you want to try to apply the most pressure you can, that way you build revenge. Now I did notice I got this guy right behind me, which is a big no-no, so I want to go that way. And this is why you should get in the habit of knowing when to go into hidden stance, because that guy right there just popped his 4th feet on me, but he missed. Now I'll admit he was applying good pressure, but I knew for a fact that he wasn't going to throw that heavy, which is why I threw a light attack to interrupt his chain. So don't be like me and get carried away with your lights. Open with a heavy every once in a while, and you know, you can't win every fight, but you know, cut me some slack because it was like 3 1v1s on 1 health bar and I had a slip up. But it just goes to show you that one wrong move can end it all for you.
You captured Zone C.
So this is another OG tip. This is called an out of lock heavy. Basically, you're fighting someone and you're about to throw a heavy and you target swap to somebody else because the guy on the left is probably going to parry it, but this move is impossible to parry because I'm not aiming at him. So when he tries to parry it, he's just going to eat it. And I know I'll probably get some hate for this, but when someone's in revenge, just spam your side dodge light because all that bleed damage that is applied to their shield, whenever they come out of revenge, that bleed damage is going to be applied to their health bar. Unless their shield is gone, then it's just all applied to their health bar.
You captured Zone C.
So you remember those 3 rules I gave you? Well, this is what I was talking about. There was no reason for me to try to parry that, and it's a good thing I didn't because he went straight for the guard break. Like, dude, come on, you can't tell me hidden stance is not broken. Like, that's so clean. Now right here, I almost got revenge, and of course they're going to see that, and any good player is not going to feed you that last bit. So your job is to apply pressure and try to bait them into attacking you, so that way you can get that last bit. So by switching my focus to the gladiator, I was able to get him to throw a card break. But, unfortunately, I know we've all been there. I just didn't press it fast enough. Well, here we are, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you felt like you learned something valuable, then, let me know and leave a like. And if there's things you didn't like about this video, let me know, because I want to make these videos for everybody. And I want everybody to enjoy them. I want everybody to learn something from them. So help me make it the way it needs to be made. But seriously, thank you if you watched this whole thing through. Now go make me proud.